Thank you, Captain Flowers. Cloud9 bringing their own flavor once again. Before I ask you a bit about that flavor, I do want to know, what are your thoughts on EG in terms of the threat that you expected them to be going into this?
Honestly, going into this game, we thought that they were better than us as a team in general. So we didn't want to really play standard composition, which is also why I decided to first time Soraka on stage in 4-5.
Wait, so if you consider them more of a threat, are we more likely to see unconventional drafts like this?
I would say that it's just a way of surprising them because, like, for example, I practiced this mid matchup a lot of times in 1v1s. And although I didn't play a single Soraka game for the past 2 years, I actually haven't played an actual Soraka game for 2 years, but I played a lot of 1v1s with Copy, the Academy mid laner, and I think he actually played the matchup better than Jojo Pyun. So I feel like I understood the matchup a lot better. The early game did not go as it should when he plays like these runes. It should go a lot worse, but it went pretty well. The game, especially in early game, I think we had a pretty good spot.
What is it like, just in general, opening up to this side of your champion pool when you're already trying to get to know a lot of the standard matchups in the mid lane, and then you play Ivern yesterday and you play Soraka today? You even tweeted about just pressing E yesterday, but it's definitely a different vibe.
Yeah, it's definitely a very different way of playing the game. Usually, my ego is a bit damaged whenever I'm down CS, but because Blabber is up CS, I feel like it's okay. Blabber usually plays really well, so I trust him whenever I play these mid picks to play really, really well, and I think he pushes the limits of what can happen in the game really well, so it makes it look a lot better.
It is 2 back-to-back games where we're seeing a lot of the faith in the Blabber basket to carry. How much of an internal focus is that, recognizing his skill when he's on these aggressive picks and having the entire team enable him to really see it through?
Yeah, I think, as I said before, like I think Blabber is a player that's very, very good at pushing his limits, and I think when you play enchanters, you can really, really play on the very thin line and play like diving them. Like for example, in the Victor died like in the dive. I think most junglers wouldn't go for that, but he really he understands his champion very well, and he understands my champion very well. So I think he's able to enable me to be very useful in these games, and I think that a lot of the credit should go to him as a player.
Really quickly, what were you feeling in the last moment of that game, having to watch as the rest of the team really powered through for the victory?
I thought it was a pretty free win because they used all their flashes to try to kill me, and by the time Trinimir had killed me, he was already 1 HP and using ulti. So I thought, because we had GA as well, we had Guardian Angel and multiple champions, I thought it was a pretty free and last team fight based on how they played.
Yeah, absorbing all of the pressure that they could throw at you very effectively. Fudge, thank you for stopping by for the interview.
Thank you.
A lot to talk about in that game, which tends to be the case after the Cloud9 games as of late. So let's send things on over to the State Farm Analyst Desk.